Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It has been... I know I was here on Monday. Hold on. My Bluetooth here is going to give me problems, and it's going to drive me absolutely insane. So we are going to make sure that we can't hear it. And I'm going to disconnect here and then go back to the phone. And we'll see how this works. 1 second. There we go. All right, guys. So we are back. I know we were here on Monday for a quick special treat. Mayor Jackie Espinosa from the city of Kissimmee got to hang out with us, and we got to introduce her and all the great things that are coming to the city of Kissimmee. But we were, off 2.5 weeks almost? I know our webmaster at the Realm, Thomas, was off. I was off. We were playing the Anchor Shuffle. But now it is January 2nd, 10:03 in the morning, Thursday, and there is not a holiday in sight. Well, we have MLK coming up, but that fog that we've just been in, we're back to normal. So today we're going to kind of talk about some traffic stuff, get back into the general traffic safety information. And a question was brought up. I've answered it before on Ask Trooper Steve, but I've never really got to show you in person. This is why we got the truck. So avoiding a traffic control device. Avoiding a traffic control device. And what we are going to do is I'm going to give you Florida's law. And before I even read it to you, we're going to go talk about it. So I'm going to give you the law. If you want to obey it, you want to kind of look around, then you can do that while we talk about it and I give you an example. If I sound a little scatterbrained, bear with me. This is a routine, guys, and we got to get back into it. Where was I? I was in Switzerland for a while, then I was off for Christmas, then New Year's rolled around, so I am still figuring out life at the moment. But look up 316.0704, 316.0704, and check out that while we take a little drive here. So we're going to go for a spin. Currently in Orange County, East Orange County. I'm over here at 436 Cimarron and University. And we are inside of a plaza. Not by accident. It's all on purpose here to kind of go over. So technically, what is this? And what do I mean? Yes, it's a parking lot. But this is private property. All right? Any parking lot is not a public parking lot. However, it may have public access. It is not owned publicly. It is a parking lot owned by a company that has public access so that you can enjoy its amenities. Why do I say that? Because these are not travel lanes. This is not a place for vehicles to get to places from one roadway to another. And I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about right now. So we're going to pull out here towards Aloma, out here again, East Orange County. We're going to wait for some traffic to clear. Don't be this pedestrian and just hanging out in the middle here. Pull on out and head east. And I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about, even though traffic is backed. So here, right? We want to make a right on 436. We're going to make a right. The good thing is we're clear, but it says no right on red up here with the electronic sign. If I wanted to avoid this, I'd pull into here, come this way, through this parking lot, back on out, and out to 436. Now, in order not to be a troll, in order to get trolled, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to park here for a solid 30 seconds so that even if I did do it, I would have taken more time anyway, because I don't need you guys being like, oh, well, Steve violated to provide an example. I don't have the authority to do that, so I'm not going to do it. But you understand what I meant there, right? So you're trying to almost circumvent the traffic control device altogether in order to bypass it. And as I'm sitting here talking to you, I realize I gave you the answer of what 316.094 says. Was that 0.094? 0.074. And it says avoiding a traffic control device is illegal and a traffic citation. It would be a moving citation, $164, 3 points on said driver's license. So why is it illegal? Because the parking lot is not there for you. It's not designed for you to just be skipping traffic and driving through someone else's property in order for you to get to somewhere faster. That's just not how it works. We're going to continue southbound here on 436. Beautiful day passing under Katy Way Trail. Just super nice out here. Truck is results 1 reading 58 degrees. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos letting us know it is going to get cold in the coming days. So an intersection like this, you would not be able to do it. Why? Because there is no property to cut through. So is that camera good? Camera's good. So if someone was backed up in that traffic there, they would simply be backed up in that traffic. What I'd like to do is read you what 316.074, and we're going to pull over to do that here. So give me 1 second, because I don't want to open my computer and read to you guys while we're driving. Would not be the safest thing to do. I really hope you guys had a great holiday start to the new year. What's 2 days in already? Man, it is crazy. You're going to want to join us today on take 6, which is right after the noon at 12:30. We'll talk a little bit about the horrific terrorist attack that took place in New Orleans, and kind of go over what you guys can expect to see over at the Sugar Bowl, and probably moving forward with a lot of events, not only in New Orleans, but within the United States, really. So, all right, we're back southbound here. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about cutting through parking lots to avoid a traffic control device. So on this portion of 436, really not doable because there's no businesses off to the side. But we were just at Aloma in 436 and showed you at that BP gas station that the automotive store, that it would be possible to cut through a parking lot in order to maybe get by traffic, or if you're in a ridiculous, inappropriate rush to get by. And so, sorry guys, we're back. And what's really cool, look at the improvements, the road improvements out here for this sidewalk and this bike trail. They have put a concrete barrier for the shoulder and the bike trail here. Impressive. I've never seen that. Even as drainage, so it won't flood. All right, Orange County, I see you guys. So we're coming up on Hanging Moss Road. We're going to find one more area where I can show you a really good example, and I did not pick the best place to do this. But hey, we're just getting back, so. But I'll pull over and we're going to read the statute right quick. And then we'll do one more demonstration. So if you're joining us, we're talking about avoiding these lights, or even a stop sign, or if you're in a rush and you take a tight turn through a Publix parking lot, or even common, it's a gas station. Turkey Lake, Sand Lake, Kirkman and Metro West, Kirkman and Conroy. I can name hundreds of different intersections that this happens at. And a key thing as to why this is illegal: one, you're putting traffic where it's not supposed to be. You are cutting through private property. Yes, it has public access, but it is illegal to do. And you're cutting through an area where there's probably a large amount of pedestrians. So if you are approaching an intersection and there's traffic there, you got to wait with everybody else. Just because you see an opening, you could be cited for that. You can be pulled over. I have written probably about 20, 30 tickets of that in the 10 years that I was out on the road, and to today, man, it's almost been 15, 16 years, been a trooper. So it does happen. I see it more now than I did when I was on the road. Maybe that's because when you're in a marked patrol car, no one wants to act a fool. Well, it happens. All right, let's continue southbound here. We're going to give a quick example. Find an example first or read you the statute, whichever presents me the opportunity first. But it is a moving violation, meaning you're going to get points. It is a hefty ticket, almost $200. So super, super careful. Still looking for a place to pull off, and I found one. Here we go. We're going to pull into the Avanti neighborhood real quick here. Looks like it's been closed down for construction, which works in our favor. So let me get repositioned here real quick, guys. Promise. Moving as quickly and safely as I can this morning. Trying to get into my cadence routine with you guys and talking. Okay, so 316.074, Florida statute, obedience to and required of a traffic control device. Required, meaning when you hear required, shall, must, it means it's not, I'm looking over here, like I was that camera, you're over here. It means there's no option. It means Florida law requires the actions it's about to describe. So the driver of any vehicle shall obey the instructions of, I'm going to move to 2. Nope, 1. There we go. So you can see me over here. Now that's a horrible shot. We'll move back over here. No person shall drive any vehicle from a roadway to another roadway to avoid obeying the indicated traffic control indicated by such traffic control device. It sounds like it's been written by a royal court, but that's exactly what we're talking about. So it would be 316.074 subsection 2, and then in area 6 it says a violation of this section, non-criminal, right? So you're not going to go to jail for it, but it is punishable as a moving violation, as chapter 318 says. So I talk about this because I used to breed this stuff, but if they're putting the device there, and if your normal travel would put you through there, and you cut through a private property area, you are committing a traffic violation. Not only is it an inconsiderate one, it's pretty dangerous. You could be adding traffic to where it shouldn't be. What happens if it's a daycare, a kid runs out, not expecting you to come flying through? And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the speed. So if you're not pulling into a parking spot, if you're not stopping at a gas stall or visiting the establishment in which you're cutting through, you're committing the violation. So let's head back south on 436 here. We're on Cimarron, just south of Baldwin Park Street, just north of Colonial Drive. And we'll head back south here. I want to give one good example. I wish there was a way, guys, that we could come up, that my agency that I'm sworn through, the state, and News 6 could collaborate to create a news police vehicle. Because then we could do some really cool stuff and show you stuff, but you can't violate certain things when we're in this. But that'd be cool. Now, it's a dream. It would never happen because legally it can't. But it'd be fun. But for now, we got results 1. So here we come up. Let's see how this looks. Let's see if we have an opportunity to... No, they're going to have a dedicated right turn lane here. But even this would be an example, I think. Let's see if this would be a good one. As we approach here, we're approaching Old Cheney. And this would be a spot. So say here this lane was backed up, right? And then I decided to come this way through this business here, Royal Tie. Now it's not open yet, but then come out to Old Cheney out there. That would be a violation of the law. If I exited that way right here, out to Old Cheney, that would be a violation. Now, we've talked about it. I'm not going to do it because it's illegal. We're on camera, and I'm not going to be that guy that gets trolled by you. So I just want to show you. So avoiding a traffic control device, 100% illegal, will land you a citation. And look, these guys don't want you in their parking lot. A gas station doesn't want you all this extra traffic going by. And at the end of the day, the roadways are for you, and the parking lots are for the people who are visiting the establishment. All right? So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back into the swing of things. Some events coming up. I'm going to update the calendar soon, and we'll get back into business. Ooh, this one was tiring because I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. So I will see you guys later. I hope you have an amazing day. Please be weather aware. Make sure you check in on your plants. Don't leave your pets outside. It is going to get stupid cold. I know our team can't say that stuff, but I can. Stupid cold, guys. As a Floridian, we're talking 20s, possible teens in the coming week and a half or so. So be ready for it. Drive safe. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later.